Today I'm here with y'all, man. I hope everybody having a blessed day. I hope most of you, whoever was a father watching, had a happy Father's Day. Yeah, I know also it was my first Father's Day home with my family out. I'll be bringing that to y'all. But today we got part 2 of prison stories. We telling y'all about, explaining to y'all how I got through my situation and what are the do's and the don'ts. So when you get in there, they're gonna if you stay away from these 3 things, you shouldn't have no problems, quote unquote. That's supposedly it should go like that. And those 3 things are gangs, gays, and gambling. So if you stay away from those 3 things, you should be all right. Gambling, you run up a tab, you can't pay it, you know what's gonna happen. Gangs, when you're a gang member, you know what I'm saying? You initiated certain rules they go by. When a different gang member get in there, when you're in the gang, they might tell you, hey, that dude is a rider, that's a fellow robbery, we need you to go put that work in. When you're a gang member, you gotta go do it. It ain't no second thing about it. You might not even know dude, you ain't got no problems with it. We don't even want to hear that. When they say go put that work in, it's your turn, you gotta go put that work in. And you in prison, it's a bunch of men around men, and things gonna happen, and dudes get quote unquote what they call boyfriends and stuff like that, and it's dudes fighting over other men. So these are the things you want to stay away from. Now in prison, like I said before, when you with so many different people from so many different places and different attitudes, it's gonna be a whole lot of, you never know what to expect. So I'm gonna be telling y'all about an incident that happened with me that I could never imagine it gonna happen. I didn't see it happening, but like I said, if you're not conscious of what's going on, this type of stuff happens. So when I was on the phone, well, you got a line. They give you 15 minutes phone calls that you pay for in prison to use the phone, call your family. That's all it is, 15 minutes. I mean, like, by the time you get good into a conversation, it's over. And I think it's about 15-minute wait, and you can get right back on, something like that. So it was my turn in line, and someone else said they had their turn in line already. So when I was coming, I got on the phone because it was my time. Person feel like they was there because sometimes friends, they play little games and they hold a spot or tell you somebody there and they're not really around. On this particular day, I got on the phone, I was using the phone, dude hit me while I was on the phone. So it wasn't no warning, it wasn't none of that. Dude said, hey, it's my time. I'm like, man, it was my time. So me on the other hand, I ain't thinking about it like, man, I'm finna use the phone. I'm not finna, which I know was going on, so I know dude was playing games. So the dude was a little smaller than me. I guess he felt a little threatened. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, without warning, I was hit while I was on the phone. I reacted, you know what I mean? And we got into a little tussle. A bunch of dudes who was in the area right there, how the fight broke out, rushed in, separated us apart. Like, hey, y'all want to get this on? Go in the room with nobody see. We go in the room, we have a fight. So this way, keeping both individuals, you can not, if y'all keep it clear, nobody on tell, y'all had y'all little incident, that's the end of it, that can happen. Well, it could go deeper than that. So luckily for me, when I had whatever incidents or whatever I went through, they worked out like that. I didn't get caught for it or get in trouble that particular time. So what the phone situation is, it's only, I think 4 phones in the unit, depending on where you at. So you got 4 phones in the unit with 200 guys, And the phone work by you having money on your books already. It's not just the federal, as long as you got money on your books, you can use the phone. You don't have to call, or somebody don't have to add money to their phone. So when you calling them, they gotta pay, or the money not on it, they're not answering. The feds, the money on your phone already, so you getting a straight call through On the other end, all they got to do is pick it up. So with that being said, once you got money on your books, you good on the phone situation. So a lot of dudes is chasing what's going on at home. So if you chasing what's going on at home, in that new world you in, you might have, you're gonna go through some things. Once you get in there, you kind of gotta obsolete things that's what's going on the outside, because 9 times out of 10, you can't do nothing about it. And what's gonna happen, gonna happen. So if you get on the phone and you get a call that someone got beat up or someone just passed, or you know what I'm saying, your girl ain't answering the phone, or she got another dude, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have problems. And a lot of them dudes end up having problems like that because they don't know how to keep their problem to themselves and not bring it to other individuals. So now you mad at whatever that happened to you and your wife, girlfriend, whatever on the phone, who didn't send you no money, who didn't make visit this week. You walk by and bump me. Depending on who the person is, right there, you got a situation. Like I said, and with me, I came in, I looked a lot younger than I was, but I was around all the dudes that, a lot of dudes that was up under me was way younger than me, so average about like 10 years, maybe 8, so it was my buddies, a lot of younger dudes, and they was always ready to go. Always, no matter what. If somebody said something, if I got into a confrontation about talking too loud, like my little partners, they was there like, what's up? I used to be like, man, it ain't that, you know what I'm saying? We talk it out, that's straight, you know what I'm saying? You can make something bigger than what it is. And me at the same time, in the back of my head, I got my girl like, don't get in there, Travis. You gotta get back down here. I'm up the road, and it take you, like I said, it take you 18 months before you can even put in for a transfer of clear conduct. So when you in the, they call it a chain gang. When you're in the chain gang, now you gotta figure out a way to make money and do things in here where you don't have to ask your family members for money. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be a lot of people that's, when you go in there, you're gonna lose a lot of people, and who you thought was there for you not gonna be there. So you gotta find your own way. So now you fending for yourself. Now you feeding yourself. Now you cooking for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Now you washing your clothes. So if you had a girl and doing all that thing, this then became your job. You know what I'm saying? So now you gotta find your way in here without being into everything. You know, some dudes pick up ticketing, which is, you know, running a little gambling situation with all the sports. You might be a runner. You the dude that grab whatever the ticket that they putting out, you take it on the move, you take it to all the other units, to the other runners, you know what I'm saying, pass them out the ticket, whoever got the best ticket, you know what I'm saying? And they betting what we call, okay, let me tell you what prison money is. Prison money was stamps. The stamps that you buy in the mail, a book costs $10. Prison, they sell it for, if you buy it for somebody, probably $8, $7, depending on who it is, if it's a fresh book or is it old currency, meaning they pass stamps around that might be 10 years old. And them stamps that they passing around, that's how you get to buy things in prison, but you purchase things. So when you get on a pound and stamps is the money, somebody might sell you $400 worth of stamps that they didn't saved up from either ironing dudes' clothes, working in laundry, getting dudes' clothes washed, stealing food out the kitchen. Some dudes only eating vegetables, so they paying dudes to steal them apples, oranges, all that, bring them every day. You pay for that with stamps. So they make money by saving their stamps. So you might have a dude sell you $400 worth of stamps for $200, $250. So you get on the phone, hit your people up, tell them, hey, I need you to send this money to this person. You got your name, first and last, you got a number that you go by. You know what I'm saying? They give you a number, whatever state you're in, it might start with 202. That's how people know that dude from Miami. Atlanta might be 320, whatever the case is. How you coming in there, you're going to have them numbers that they give you that determine too, some guys where they from or where you caught your case at. So that money is currency. When you say, or you buy that, you use them stamps to gamble. You know what I'm saying? Like actually shoot dice, people got dice in there. You might be a good chess player. You playing chess, you betting stamps, you know what I'm saying? Just whatever your hustle is. Go out here, play basketball, y'all put your stamps on, whatever y'all betting. This is what you doing to make it in here, being able to buy yourself some shoes or do something if you ain't got the family members on the outside. At the same time, you can work And them same stamps, when people send you money, you send that money back out to your family, and that's how you surviving in there too. So you're gonna get to some pounds where they might have fish or tuna, which comes in packs that you buy from the commissary, you know what I'm saying, for $1.50, maybe $2. On some compounds, they might be using fish as the money, you know what I'm saying? So depending on where you at, that's what they're gonna be using. A lot of times it would be stamps because it's more easier to hide stamps, you know what I'm saying? You don't want, the prison guards know what's going on, wardens, lieutenants, so when they catch dudes with a lot of stamps going down the pound, they know what's going on. A lot of times they don't seem to intervene with it because they know that, okay, this dude got $200 worth of stamps on him, you know what I mean? You ain't allowed to hide that much, you know what I'm saying? You can only buy about 3 books from the store a week. So if you can't catch the dudes on the pound that's selling you them for a good price, you gotta buy the flat books, which is worth more money because they fresh stamps and people can still use them to mail out. So you buy those to buy shoes that dudes bought that they were selling on commissary that they no longer sell, that's nice shoes. Like I said, you buy them, a lot of people like Thursdays, they give you fried chicken, so that's the day dudes like to buy fried chicken from the dudes stealing it out the kitchen. They come through, sell you a bomb of fried chicken, you remix it. I'll probably show y'all some of that later on, you know, how we ate, what we used to cook, the things that we made, and how you survive in there off of that. Well, you can literally work. So like I say, some people gonna gamble some. You know, if you're trying to stay away from trouble, you kind of stay away from these things, but it is what it is, man. Everybody in for it getting in trouble, so a lot of people probably ain't trying to stay away. It is what it is. You catch me, you catch me. You don't, you don't. Me, on the other hand, for the first part of it, that was the mentality. But you have so much stuff going on in here because when you get it locked in on and like, this your world, now you big. So it was sometimes, depending on, like I say, what prison you at, there's so much going on. They got movies, basketball games, dudes racing dudes, you know what I'm saying? Dudes playing football against dudes. Like, it's a lot going on in there. They got pool tables in there, so you shooting pool for money. You betting on the dude. So it's a lot going on, and this just become your work. You can get so tied up into what you're doing, you know what I'm saying, trying to get the time out your head. You got to do this time. Once you get it locked in, like, I gotta do these 4 years, 5 years, or whatever it is, your time will be better. If you got in your mind where you still in disbelief, oh, I can't believe I got this time, or you ain't going to the library to clear your mind or do something to better you, to get off your case or bring back some time, man, you be screwed up, man. If you around dudes that's going through stuff, that's negative, and they talking to you, oh, my girl doing this, you won't want to be around that shit because that shit rub off on you, man. You gotta understand that I want to be around positive energy, man. I ain't finna be around the dudes that's always in something because somebody else's problem can become your problem real easy. And that's the thing about it. When you go up that road, when you out of state and you got everybody who that's supposed to be from Miami or whatever, that's your new family. So a lot of times you get into stuff, if one of your boys get into something, you in it. Because if it so happen that the opposite way around, they gonna be there for you. So just that easy, you can get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta know how you moving and who you around, how they moving. You know what I'm saying? So you'll know was this worth it or not, or if you just locked in with like, man, it is what it is. And I had a bunch of partners like, it is what it is, man. We here big, we doing time, whatever. They train to go at any moment. That could be good, that could be bad. Like I said, for me, I was blessed, you know what I'm saying? And I was around a bunch of players. And they kept it player, made sure I was straight, made sure they were straight, you know what I'm saying? And you become doing time with these dudes and then you hear their stories and they become a part of your family or you, because now you around a person every day for 3-4 years. You know what I'm saying? So it can be easy. It can be hard. I'm not saying that that's for you, but I'm bringing this to you because it happened. It's a part of life. This is what it is. It happens. So you got to make the best of it. You got dudes that's sitting in there, you know, picking up talents, how to weld, taking classes, how to plant, landscaping. It's things you can pick up, a tool to when you get back out here to do better. So if you want to change your life from what you had did, or you don't want to be in here no more because you miss your loved ones, or you miss, being around a woman, feeling a woman touch, laying up, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna want to do different, so you're gonna do whatever it takes to get out of here and try to gain you some knowledge in that, man. You can pick up a different language, because they teach you Spanish, they teach you Creole, whatever it is. If you're around the people, you can learn these things if you want to learn. Some dudes, if you want to be a criminal, and you just, man, it is what it is, you want to be a repeated offender about it, you're going to go about it a different way. Some people, that become their life because they don't want to pay bills. It's easy, I ain't got to pay no bills. They give me 3 meals a day, light, free. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes are comfortable with that. And you got some dudes who work and want their own and not comfortable with that, so they're not trying to make this their life. Man, so that give me the time for right now, man. We'll pick up on this next week. That's part 2 of prison stories, man. Y'all follow me, let me know what y'all like, what y'all want to hear more of, man. I'm going to be talking to some fellow other inmates that done became like my brothers that I done did time with, you know what I'm saying? So it's not only that I'm going to be talking to me, we're going to be, pulling up on some of my brothers or my homies that, I sat down with and did 6-7 years together with them, talk, and seen them every day, and we discussed what we was going to do when we get out. And some of us got out around the same time, so I'll be bringing that to you, you know what I'm saying? And y'all hear their story, you know what I'm saying? We're going to try to take this to another level and help anybody that we can help. Y'all catch up with your boy.